Frankl for CageMinds.com here live. Going to be joined this Sunday afternoon with Harvey Fightbot Park. Harvey's going to be talking about LFA 53. So as soon as he joins in on the stream, we'll bring him in, have the interview going. Sorry if you tuned in a second ago when that failed. Technical difficulties. Going to be talking about LFA 53 though. Harvey Park, how does he rebound from the debut loss with LFA? Whole lot to talk about with him as soon as he joins in. So I am talking to Harvey. He should be joining us any second. If he jumps on this, hopefully I can. Let's try this. Harvey Park will be joining us any second now. Happy Sunday to everybody. And
what's up?
Hey, there we go. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Good, good. How you doing today?
Good.
So I heard there's been an opponent change?
Yeah, we're fighting Le'Ville Simpson now.
And originally it was going to be Keone Diggs. Yeah. When did this change?
I don't know. I think I found out maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. But Coach Swan, my coach is new. You know, they just keep that to themselves. So I keep going hard, and then they told me. So I don't know how long they've been looking for one, but I found out maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
So Coach Swan hadn't informed you into this whole detail?
Yeah, I mean, that's the coach's job. You know, he wanted me to stay focused, so I just keep grinding away. And then, you know, one day he says, hey, we got a new opponent. Or actually what happened was somebody messaged me and said, hey, so you're fighting Le'Ville now. I think it was Ricky. And I told Coach, I said, hey, Coach, we got a new opponent. And he goes, yeah, I know. We've been working on it for a couple weeks. I'm like, oh, okay.
So how do you feel about a change of opponent?
No biggie. It's just I think Le'Ville's right-handed. Keone was left-handed. I think they both would. The stance will be different, but they both probably want to grapple more than strike. I don't know. I didn't get to see a lot of Le'Ville, but just from the game plan wise, I think that's the difference is left-handed to orthodox or southpaw. But I'm right-handed, so it's easy to I have to focus on a left-hander. But when it goes back to a right-handed fighter, you train with right-handed fighters every day, so it's a little easier to fight orthodox stance.
Did you notice any kind of different change in training from the coaches over those last couple weeks while they were looking for an opponent, or no, nothing really even changed?
No, we stick to what I want to do. I mean, of course, we work on kind of to negate their strong points, but we really focus on what I want to do. So either way, we want to do the same thing to either of them.
And now, what have you been wanting to do? What have you been wanting to work on since the last one, since the loss?
Just shoot. I mean, I still want to do the same stuff. I want to strike. I want to strike it. Like these guys, I feel like they probably want to grapple. So I'm gonna make them box and kickbox. If these guys were freaking amazing kickboxers, I'd probably shoot a double leg or press them against the fence and take them down. So I really, I've been doing a lot of boxing, but I've been doing a lot of wrestling. I'm always just doing, everything even. I just work most stuff the same. Keep it level. No more focused on one.
And now, how do you look back at that last fight?
It's a good learning experience. I got a million excuses for I lost, but Hubbard, he came and he had a good fight. It wasn't, I felt like I could have got the nod as easy as him, but the judges scored it for him. So, congrats to him, and maybe we'll get a run it back one day.
Now, how do you look at that scene where it's taken him, the win, put him in a title fight?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's gonna fight for the 55-pound belt, so I'm hoping he wins. I hope he wins it, and gives me a narrative to get in there and fight him. A rematch, and the fight was super close, and there's some things we'll do different, and I'm really rooting for him. I hope he wins.
How many? You said a million excuses you could put out. So did a million little things have to be tinkered with and changed during camp?
Oh no, it's not the training. It wasn't camp. I mean, just things I do differently that you learn from experience, especially traveling and going somewhere that's just different and foreign to where I'm training. Like, there's a lot of things I would do different. But I don't want to sit here and make excuses. He won. The judges scored for him. I thought I won. A lot of people thought I won, but that's just bias. They're my friends. They're my fans, so they're gonna say, we thought you won. But hats off to him. I really hope he wins the belt.
So how many little things are you doing differently this week and just around?
Well, we're
preparation.
We're gonna go up there earlier than 30 hours before the fight. We're gonna it's really about the experience, going to the venue. I think with just some things, being at the level I'm at, I'm still working. I had to go to court the day before, just getting my schedule better. Nothing training. We trained our ass off. So like training was training. I always train hard. I don't ever leave anything behind there. It's just we have the logistics of getting there, the logistics of the weight cut, just things like that. Getting acclimated to where we're going. So the difference is we're gonna leave earlier. We'll make it to Phoenix a couple days earlier than we did Bell.
So it's almost a little more of you having to take off of work easy. I'm guessing you have a hard job. Get a little more relaxed time, recovery time for Harvey.
Yeah. We're gonna get there. We're gonna cut weight earlier. We're not gonna rush to cut weight. We're not gonna be there. Be there, wake up, cut weight, and weigh in. Hopefully we get there. It's just going to be easier, and I mean that's just experience. The more you do it, the more you learn from it. The fighting, I've had 20 fights. You count my amateur, so I know how to train for it. It's just a little more experience into traveling different places, what to expect. Things like that.
How big of an opportunity do you look at this as? Already right back, even though you took the loss, you're right back on the main card on Access TV.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a good opportunity. The last fight, it's not if I would showed up and they say, oh, he ain't on this level or he got outclassed, I could them, but it's just a good opportunity. So I would expect them to put me right back. It's not like I came out there and didn't look like I belonged or anything. So. Every fight for me from here on out should get bigger, and I think this, a bigger fight, more exposure, and like I've been telling you, what, a year or 2 years, it's really I got the techniques, I got the skills. We could do one thing, and it could be off to the races. That's all it's going to take.
Where do you feel your biggest advantage is going to be in this fight? You said that he wants to, obviously, looks like a guy that wants to wrestle more. So you feel your striking is going to be the biggest advantage?
Yeah, I think my boxing will be the biggest advantage. Just striking, kickboxing, but mostly my boxing. If he wants to clinch, I think he's gonna that I could generate power from closer distances than he's gonna expect.
What right now do you have to do, you think, to get the finish in this fight? What do you think you have to do to finish?
Oh, I just touch him with my right hand. Put the right hand on his chin. And I think, that's anyone. Anyone, if I put the right hand on him, it's gonna be it's gonna daze him or it's gonna put him out. Once I heard him, maybe follow up with some, just a couple some boxing, and I maybe skip the flying knees and skip or spinning techniques and not force things and just let things happen organically.
Have you kind of wanted a couple of those flashy highlight reels a little too much?
Yeah. Everybody wants the home run or the slam dunk, so you're always going for that. But it's like sports, you gotta let them come to you. You can't force it. So I'm just gonna fight how I do, and if things present themselves, I'll go for it. But I'm forcing it.
So under what circumstances do you feel that we'll see the Fightbot perform his best?
It's coming. I mean, all circumstances. I'm prepared. We trained hard, so I don't care what happens. We're fighting our best.
And how excited are you to just get back out there?
Oh man, I've been ready. Like last fight, I didn't have any injuries. I could have fought in a week, and I've been ready, and it's been hard to get a matchup. We had a few that fell through, and it's probably for the best because we were gonna go on a smaller show, stay busy, but that fell through. But then back on Legacy, back on TV, so sometimes patience is key, and things happen for a reason. So it's probably best that it happened this way.
We just had Halloween. Did you dress up?
No, I didn't. What did I do? Oh yeah, I had to work. So.
Had to work. Well, got the big fight coming up. What is most important come fight night to getting that victory?
Being relaxed in there, doing what I do, not being too tense and letting what I can do just come out, not forcing things, not thinking too much, just reacting, fighting a cerebral fight, letting things come naturally, pretty much.
And Harvey, what are you planning to eat after the fight?
Oh man, nothing. I'm gonna be disciplined, man. I wanna keep this weight down. Let's see. No, I'll probably have a cheesecake for sure. But I'm not gonna get too big. I'll stay in the 70s, so maybe a cheesecake.
A cheesecake, and then saying you don't want to get too big, you're hoping to stay active.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping a lot of stuff happens for me. I'm maybe I could get a short notice. So long as I stay in the 70s, I'm ready. I could take a fight in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. How can the fans keep up with you and follow you along during this path?
Instagram, Twitter, both Harvey Park MMA. Harvey Park MMA on Facebook. It's all Harvey Park MMA. Force of One Martial Arts. Just on social media, I usually respond. If you have anything, just message me on here.
And then I believe you guys are having an event on November 17th.
Oh yeah. We got November 17th, Force One Fight Night or Fighting Championships number 5. Got some hometown fighters. Got some out of town, Amarillo, Lubbock. I think some fighters coming down. Looking for a female fighter for Ruby. So anyone, plug them in and come to that one as well. I'll be there for that too.
Awesome. Do you have other people that you needed to thank and shout out to?
My boxing coach, Jose, of course, Eric and Ricky, they take care of me. They really make my life easy. They make it so all I got to do is train. Jiu-Jitsu, Seth, Ifrit, Brian Tuala, my MMA coach, all my training partners, for one. My job, the sheriff's office, letting me do this, And then, everyone that supports me, all of Clovis, all of Melrose, all of New Mexico, and just tune in on Access TV because I'm looking to do that.
You guys could travel out to Phoenix, Arizona in the Comerica Theatre to be there live, or tune in Friday night to Access TV, LFA 53, Harvey Park's in action. Can't wait, and thank you, sir, for the time.
Hey, no problem, Mika. Take care, man.
You too. Have a good Sunday.
Bye.